pip'll trickle in, and I gotta pull up the stream and all that nonsense. Helps if I turn some lights on, huh? How about that?
He hasn't done this in so long, he's forgotten how.
Hey, it doesn't even show that I'm... Oh, there it is. Hey! Oh, I forgot to set a thumbnail. Eh, whatever, I'll do that later. What's up, Dastron? How goes it? Let's adjust this a little that way. How about? Yeah. That's not what I wanted. That's better. It seems so crooked. Okay. If the angle makes it look like my rig is about to fall, it probably isn't. It seems nice and sturdy. It just also seems really crooked now, and I don't know what happened. I'll look into that later, or not. So much junk on my desk. It's almost like I haven't used it for its intended purpose in months. Weird how that happens. I certainly don't need this. That's not where that goes. Okay. All right, so might as well get started. Excuse me while I'm moving junk out of the way that I should have moved before I started the stream, but here we are. You know what to expect at this point. It's on you, not me. We'll see that. Okay. So, as you may be entirely aware, Nintendo has released some newfangled console that I couldn't help myself from buying. And as a result, it reminded me of all of the projects that I have that are Switch related and have just kind of been sitting on my shelf waiting for me to do something with. And, well, enough is enough. Let's get started. So this actually started as a result, like I said, I bought the other console, and I realized that the Joy-Cons, the new Joy-Cons, have the exact same issue with the sticks as the original Joy-Cons. That is to say, I'm not referring to anything mechanical, I'm not referring to drift, I'm talking about the travel itself. And I've got a thing right here, I can just grab it. The travel itself is kind of limited. That's just a result of the sticks being so darn small. It's difficult to play games that rely on fine input because it's just difficult to do any sort of fine input on the things. So, like, for example, if you want to play a shooter on the darn thing and you're not using the motion controls, or specifically on the Switch to the mouse mode, I don't know, I haven't fucked with that at all. It's difficult. It's really hard. So I was trying that when I bought my new console, and I'm like, you know what, this is garbage. Why don't I just use one of the fancy Switch Pro controllers that I have that totally works? And they do, except all the ones I had at the time were broken. And because this was literally day one, the 8-bit Duke controller that I actually use and like didn't work. So I started looking and fixing the Switch Pro controllers, and that also reminded me that maybe I should probably address this Switch Lite. So I got this thing at a discount on account of it being totally fucked up as far as the Joy-Cons go. And the thing is fully functional aside from the joysticks themselves. So it all works, everything's great. I've had this since version 18. The firmware was brand new, so that's how long I've been putting this off. What was I looking for? Controllers and sensors. Test input devices, test controller buttons. So like all the buttons work, everything's fine. No issues there. I even got clicking on my sticks. The problem comes from, if you can't tell, the sticks themselves have been literally chewed on, I think. I don't know, maybe a kid, probably an animal. Probably. What am I looking for? Calibrate control sticks. As a result, the left stick goes left and right just fine. It doesn't go up or down pretty much at all. And the right stick, I believe, is somehow in the exact same boat, except it goes up and down a little bit more. So grips aside, both of these stick modules need to be replaced. Luckily, the Switch Lite is pretty much identical to the Joy-Cons in that it uses these exact same modules, so you can get Joy-Con replacement parts and then just drop it in. The problem is, I think the right stick requires entire disassembly of the console, so you got to pull the motherboard out and basically strip it down to nothing. Whereas the left stick, it's easy to fix right away. So when I do this, I'll tear this thing down and I'll probably just do one stick first and double check that it works the way I think it does. And then we'll spend the rest of the stream doing the other one. Probably pull my game out of there. I mentioned shooters specifically because we're going to be using Doom to test it. Awful game on the Switch, by the way. Awful. Terrible game. Totally not recommended. For the reasons I was discussing before, it is... Look, I'm a fan of mouse and keyboard as far as shooters go, but a decent controller is totally good for shooters. The sticks that they put in these things do not make a decent controller. They're awful. They're totally fine for anything where you don't need precision. Racing games and shooters are not. Do not apply to that category. I haven't taken one of these things apart since the last time I did a video on taking one of these things apart. So if I struggle a little, just bear with me. I think we'll be fine though. Oh, also, because replacing this stick requires tearing down the whole freaking thing, I got buttons that we're gonna swap into while we're at it. In my opinion, yellow is a fantastic color, but Nintendo got the button color wrong. It should be dark gray. I didn't look very hard, but I don't seem to be able to acquire dark gray buttons. So black is the next closest, and that'll match our new sticks. So I think we'll be good. Oh, wow, that's gross. Kind of expected that, but still disappointed nonetheless. Where's my thing? I just had a thing. Here it is. Found my thing. What's going on, Jimmy? How you doing, bud? Oh, wow, look at that. Works to get all the loose gunk off of it. Almost like I should have been doing this kind of thing from the beginning. Oh well. All right, what next? We got to pull the shield off. Disconnect power. I'm just gonna scooch those over there. Is it really just those two screws? There's another one there. It really does look like just those two screws. Oh, you got it. Nope. Why don't I get one of the tools that I purchased specifically for this kind of thing? I feel like I'm missing something extremely obvious. Oh, it's just clipped on. Okay. So where are you getting stuck? I swear I've done this before. You probably can't tell by me struggling with something so exceptionally basic. Oh, there's another screw. Ha! I knew I'd find it eventually. There it is. Wow. It's so easy when you take out all the screws. Okay, I feel better now. Left. I had it backwards. But we still need to take apart this entire board to get to the other stick. What's this ribbon cable? Oh, this is that's the stick itself. I don't remember which, if any, of these screws need to come out. Is it just this one? Yeah. Yeah, fuck it, we can leave that attached. It's such a nice little quality of life thing that Nintendo color coded all of these screws from the factory. So like all these long ones are kind of zinc colored. And they go in the unlabeled holes, and then the silver colored screws are even longer. But that one has a little grounding tab that it screws into. And I believe they're all patterned that way. It's just a matter of remembering which is which. Or, heaven forbid, taking notes. We don't do that here. Oops. All right, there's one of them. I'm gonna use this opportunity to, at the very least, clean out these disgusting buttons. Oh, look, it's Riot. What are you talking about, no signal? You're the one with no signal. You were telling me just the other day how your monitor had no signal. And I couldn't help myself because it's the thing. It's like when you're watching a movie and they say the title of the movie. Wow, he really is the one who has the darkest souls. You remember that line? That's my favorite line from the game. Wow, look at that. You can't even tell it's not factory, aside from the fact that, you know, holes are empty. Pinkie Pie, I don't really want to touch anything that comes from Tompkins. He and his ilk have... I don't want to get into it, but I'm not touching anything from Tompkins. I'll be right back. I forgot to grab some cleaner. Because I'm doing this quick instead of properly, we're going to use tub and tile cleaner. It'll be great. The proper thing to do would be to totally strip this thing down and use warm water and soap. But ain't nobody got time for that. I don't want to do that right now. We're gonna use some slightly more expensive consumables to take a shortcut. And you know what they say about shortcuts? They work every single time. They always make your life easier. This thing could genuinely use a bath, to be honest. That is gnarly. Wii U's in Target? I don't remember any Wii U's in Target. I haven't been to Target in a hot minute, as the kids say. That's kind of funny, though. I'd buy a Wii U. You know, I was so stoked when that thing came out. I was, of course, a little bit more limited on my discretionary funds at the time, so I couldn't just go out and buy one. But I was so stoked, man. Mass Effect 3 on a Nintendo console, you know that thing's shaping up to be a great console. And then they just, like, never released any other games for the thing. And then it just kind of disappeared. And I don't know what happened. It looked cool, though. Always wanted one. I keep thinking about like going back and buying one, but I know I'm not going to actually play it, so I'll just think about it longingly and then do nothing to act upon those feelings. Oh, and this is what most of this stream is going to be, by the way, me picking out the finger cheese from the cracks in this thing. The split shell gaps. You're welcome for that term, by the way. I'm surprised and grateful to see the water intrusion sticker has not been triggered. I didn't think it would be, but it was nice to get that confirmation. Did I ever publish that Steam Deck video on the backplate with triggers? I mean, the regular Steam Deck has triggers on the backplate, but it has like the springy ones. Because that was the last time I used my Steam Deck in earnest. I don't know how long ago that video was, but I'm guessing it was like 2 months after the Steam Deck came out or something. What the fuck am I looking for? Oh. Right, I still need to play Dark Souls 3. I haven't played it at all. I bought it when I bought Dark Souls, and then we played Dark Souls, but not Dark Souls 3. These buttons look kind of awful. I hope this works. I also bought Elden Ring. I haven't played that either. There it is. Some flashing on my buttons. We don't allow that in this household. It's a flash-free zone. Ale button. God, that's gross. I'd be lying if I said the condition of the buttons wasn't a consideration for me replacing them. Oh no, I fucked up. What button am I missing? The square one. The square hole. I think that's right. Ah, shoot, where did this screw come from? Hopefully that pile. That's not where that goes. That goes here. Or does that go here? That goes there. There's shmoo on this. I'm sure that's not a good sign. Well, it worked before. Pretty sure the ribbon is supposed to go above this, not below. Probably doesn't matter that greatly. What probably matters more is this screw underneath it. Was there a screw underneath this? A forgot. Well, there was, but I already installed it. Because I'm diligent like that. How is this attached? Is that just a snap fit? Kind of seems that way. Oh no. This was not the correct dispenser for this method of cleaning. I have dripped more of this stuff on my leg than I have gotten on any of my cotton swabs. It is certainly effective though. Look at that. All right. We are just about ready to test. I'm kind of hoping it just works, because if not, the stream is ending here and that's just boring. I gotta plug the battery in, huh? Calibrate control sticks. Oh wow, it's working. Let's reset that. It's still not centered, but that's okay, we can fix it because Nintendo actually puts a calibration tool in their console. How cool is that? Helps if you follow the instructions there. Wow, look at that. Decent. Way better than before. Because, you know, that actually works. Dope. Let's try. I don't think this is going to work well without the console properly assembled. Oh. That button doesn't work. It is totally flush. I don't think it's supposed to be flush. That works at least. That works at least. I don't have the other buttons installed. Okay, well, good enough. So sticks so far, thumbs up. Buttons, not so much. I'm like, oh, I'll try these. They're only a few dollars. You know, normally go for the extreme rate ones for a known quantity. Those were like $15. And I'm thinking, you know, maybe these aren't as good as the extreme rate ones, but surely they aren't 3 times worse than the extreme rate ones. But I would argue not working at all is even more than 3 times worse. But we'll keep going for it. I'll get that button working. It'll be fine. It'll be great. Make it good. All right, let's see if I remember how to take apart this side. Dude, that Xbox controller I did that I totally meant to link to in the description. I knew I was going to reference it, and I just didn't go find a link because I was setting it up on my phone, and that was just entirely too much effort and whatever. That Xbox video I did, I put the Hall effect sticks in my old Xbox One controller, not a series controller, original Xbox One with the micro USB connector and the doesn't have the share button and blah blah blah. I still can't do anything with that thing. It's basically useless because Microsoft didn't deign us to release a calibration tool that works with it, and so the only calibration I can actually do is in hardware on the stick itself, which limits the usability. Oh, I am not having a good time with this connector. I'm thinking that's just going to stay plugged in for the time being. Yeah, that thing's basically useless, and it's so upsetting because it's a great controller otherwise. Like, it works. I mean, it doesn't just work, it still works aside from the lockdown bullshit. Might as well do it now. There's no avoiding it. Pull this disgusting goopy thing off. I don't have any thermal paste on me yet. There's still time. Oh, there's no way this comes up without ripping. Let's just rip it. Who gives a shit? Oh, that's interesting. It's separating. There's oopy goopy oily spots, and then there's spots with the actual thermal interface material. Yeah, bud. What's up? Okay. He woke up from his nap to yell at me. I guess I'm too loud. In my defense, it's not like he doesn't have other places he can sleep. Is that really 7 screws? I guess so. You know, I sold this like it was going to be an all-day affair, but I think I'm basically done. This is not as complicated as I remember. I mean, not to say that pulling the motherboard out of a console is ever a trivial affair, but I just remember it being higher effort than that. I really shouldn't complain. I don't know why I am. I'll shut up now. Ew. That was a little gross. We'll clean what I hope is milk out of this hole. Where's Red at? So you've been around my console. Wait, shit, actually, I think he has. For entirely unrelated reasons to what I may have just implied. See, that's gross. Don't. I don't know what you're doing to your consoles, guys. Wash your fucking hands. It's disgusting. And I know. All the people who just heard me, they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm clearly not talking to you. You know who you are. The people who need to hear that aren't the ones watching this. Oh wait, the other side's still clean. I got two sides. I think having wooden toothpicks in my tool set would be beneficial. I should work on that. But of course, like usual, I can't do a single thing about that right this second. As soon as I can, I'm going to totally forget about it. Nice little disposable tools for picking the, I'm going to use this term again because I like it so much, the finger cheese out of the cracks. This is the part of my videos I usually pause for, so you're welcome. The worst part is going to be getting in between the screen and the touch panel, because I don't know how to clean that properly without just shoving the whole damn thing in the ultrasonic or without removing the touch panel. And I don't want to do that because despite how gross this thing looks, it's actually in relatively good condition. It's got a protective patina on it right now. Check this shit out. This is actually my first time cleaning it. I hoped for the best. But you know what? It's actually pretty good. I think we're gonna be good. All right, back to the buttons. All right, we're not going to use the new home button because even though I think it is still unimplemented to this day, the original home button is clear for a very specific reason. And even on the switch light, yep, there it is. There's a little LED that's supposed to illuminate the button. I don't know what they planned on using it for, but what they actually use it for is absolutely fucking nothing. But I have faith that one day my dreams will be disappointed once again, and Nintendo will still not ever use it. But it still feels weird, so we're gonna use the original button. As soon as I clean off what I hope is milk. I'm sure it's fine. I wouldn't worry about it. Go like that or like that? I can't remember. It goes like that. There's still more cleaning I'd like to do, but I can't really get in there deep enough to do it. It's not perfect, but like, I think it's good enough. It's not gonna touch anything, you know? Like it's all, it's deep within the recesses. You know, just voids of material from injection molding that doesn't actually touch any part of any other part. Whoop, that's the home button, we don't want that one. Why? Oh my God. Get in there, you bastard. B and A. Same with that little shoulder button. Just a little bit I want to clean up, just a little bit more. But it's just, I don't know if the juice is worth the wheeze, as they say. I don't think I'm using this plus button either. I think we're just going to use the original. I gotta swap out the minus button on the other side. It's kind of awful. LED for the Wii. You know, I didn't even know the Wii had a fucking LED in it. Like, I'd always turned mine off when I was done playing it. Like, red light off, not yellow light or whatever the standby color is. One day I was at my aunt and uncle's house, and I just saw a blue glow coming from their cabinet. And well, they opened it up later, and I saw that it was their Wii, and it blew my mind. I was like, what the hell is this? Unlike the Switch, though, the Wii did actually use that for something. I don't remember what, but it did do something. I think it was like eShop notification or something. All right, I started this stream. Oh, there it is. Okay. I was about to complain about how I had 2 sticks and now I only have 1, but I found it. Found it. Yeah, I don't remember what that LED was, but it was something. And if you just turn your Wii off when you're done using it, which, you know, it was the trend at the time to turn your household electronics off when you're done using them. You never saw that. And I'm not going to say it wasn't in the instructions, because it very well might have been. It's been 20 years since I ignored those. But still, blew my mind. Totally wild. And I only know about the LED on the Pro controllers and the Joy-Cons because I paired my Pro controllers and my Joy-Cons with a computer to use that that color set tool, Joy-Con toolkit, whatever the hell it's called. And that thing illuminates the LED like nothing else. Like it's there, you can use it. Nintendo just doesn't for whatever reason. All right. And then by process of elimination, I was able to figure it out on the other console, this thing, whatever the hell it's called, the light switch. A new product from Cisco. That feels right. Oh no. Oh no. I better save that before it disappears. I think that's good. None of the buttons fell. Except for the shoulder button. Don't worry about that. Don't you worry about that guy. Let me worry about that guy. All right. I don't even know where to start. He says as he starts at the edge. I don't think that's seated properly. I don't think it's a big deal, but I don't like it. This would go quicker if I remove the fan and get proper leverage. But I want to take a shortcut, because shortcuts always work. There we go. Yeah, that feels a little bit better, huh? I probably ought to redo the paste while I'm in here, right? I don't think this console's ever been opened before. And it's definitely been at least 2 years since, if it was opened, it's been at least 2 years since the paste has been done. But I don't think it's been opened. the button on the right side of the plastic, huh? All right. I have 1, 2. I'm missing screws, or I've forgotten where they go. Shoot. Oh no, I didn't. Because one of these goes right here. That's for the shield, which means the last one goes right here. Oh, no, it doesn't. It goes right here. Or does it? That doesn't go there. I think it goes here. Doesn't feel right. That goes there. They switched up their scheme. I was just complimenting them on this side of the board about the color-coded screws, and then they go and prove me wrong on the other side of the board. Those jerks. They did this intentionally to spite me, I know it. That looks about right. Where's my cotton swab? Here it is. There. That looks more like something I can comfortably touch without wanting to burn my hands off. Should actually attach these and make sure they're not hot garbage. It feels fine. I should do this side before. We'll test it first. Really doesn't matter that much. I think that's enough to test it. Probably more than enough. Oh wow. I'm already using the stick that I already know works. And it's working. How weird is that? Control sticks. Oh, that one's not centered either. If only there was a tool we could use to calibrate it. Hello? That seems like a problem. Like, it's working, it's just not centered. It doesn't go all the way to the left. I hope that's not a problem. I don't know how to make it calibrate if the calibrate tool doesn't work, though. That's awkward. I mean, all the other buttons work, though, so I guess that's fine. This D-pad's giving me trouble, but I don't know how much of that is the board just being kind of loose in here and not supported properly. Oops. Yeah, that's awkward. I don't know what to do about that. I think... No, that's not going to help. I tricked it. Yeah, buddy. That's how we do it. So all I did was I kind of just held it in center. Like, this is the natural center now, but before the Switch thought this was center. So I just kind of held it there while I hit the thing, and I'm surprised that worked, to be honest. All right. It is a success. Now I turn this thing off. I said, and now I turn this thing off. There we go. And I'll reassemble it, but I'll swap out that button while I'm at it. And then we'll test it in a game. Oh, I should do the thermal paste while I have it. Damn it! Damn it! I don't even know when this happened. Fuck's sake. I knew it was going to happen. I'll let it happen anyway. What do you think? Is the meta to get under there too? Or just do the outside one? Rock 6D. No, I'm not touching that thing from Taki. I wanted to. I really wanted to. I had one on pre-order for like 6 months. And I canceled my order because it was taking too fucking long. Like, I genuinely don't know if it would have shipped before this thing did. And, well, I don't really care about this now that I have that other one, so I don't regret canceling my order whatsoever. I am disappointed that the release date was not as not as imminent as I inferred. The hell was I doing? Oh yeah, I'm swapping out the minus button. Do I have enough wiggle room? No. Maybe if I release this one, I will. Yeah, that's doable. I should have realized this was going to be an awful experience when I couldn't even get the fucking thing seated. But, oh well. It is what it is. We live and we learn. Alright, that don't feel right. What's wrong? The membrane looks seated. Maybe I just need to get it screwed down. Is that right? That doesn't seem right. I've already forgotten. I think that goes. Oh no. I've totally forgotten. That doesn't seem right at all. There's no way. Ain't no way. That goes through the speaker. Oh no! The spring did as springs are wont to do, but I caught it. Ooh, that was close. I almost did it again. Oh, no, that doesn't go through the speaker. Goes under the speaker. Yeah, I think we're good somehow. Don't forget to plug in this little ribbon cable right here, or you get no backlight. Unless you like having no backlight. Plug in that thing right there. What am I missing? I think that's it. Yeah, fuck it, let's do a thermal paste. There is a near zero chance that I ever open this thing again. So, let's just do it right now. Yeah, I don't know. I'm catching up on chat, I'm sorry. That OLED mod for the Switch Lite, it seems cool. It really does. This is not the right stuff for this. It's such an unknown. I got bad vibes from the whole thing. And the fact that the HDMI version took so fucking long to ship, I kind of just lost interest, to be honest. I'm glad I did. It was an expensive mod. At the time, I was thinking, you know, the Switch Lite really is my preferred console. Like, the original Switch is fantastic, but the thing is so unwieldy when you try playing it portably. The Switch Lite solves that entirely, except that you can't dock it. So, best of both worlds, right? But then I bought a Switch 2 and made the entire debate irrelevant, because every game I play on Switch runs as good or better on the Switch 2. Some of them are like significantly better too. So That's good. Okay. I think I just got a package delivered. That or someone is in my driveway and they shouldn't be in my driveway. I'm gonna go take a couple minutes and investigate. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. It was indeed a package, which comes as no surprise because I ordered that. Nope. All right. Tad boy color. Yeah, Yaki Yam. I don't know if this is what you need, but highly recommended. Dope console. Definitely recommended. Oh, I need my goop. Ooh, do I use the MX4 or whatever the hell that is? I don't know where that's from. Or the Arctic Silver. Pretty sure I bought the MX4. That's what it's called. MX4, not MX5. I bought that for the expensive shit, and this is not quality paste, and I don't care about this. This is not gonna work, I don't think. This stuff is exceptionally dry. Yeah, that tracks. I think it's from 2008. I'm gonna not put this back in the drawer. Oh, that was the wrong end. Oh well. Give it another pass with IPA. Let's just go straight for that mix 4. I know this stuff is at least from the last few years. I redid my 3090 with this stuff. This comes with a tool for this. Yeah. I'm probably putting way more effort into this than I need to. And for once, I didn't use enough. Or maybe I did. Yeah, I did. It was just all gooped up on the spreader. Oh man, I should have cleaned off the back, or at least not set it straight on my mat. Ugh, I forgot there's goop on both sides. Every fucking time. Whenever I take apart anything with thermal paste, it always ends up everywhere. Oh, I guess it definitely needs to be redone because none of it came off. Okay. Where are my tweezers? Is the paste too old when you can pick it up with tweezers off a cloth mat and have zero issues? All right. This side gets way less effort. And continuing the trend, while I'm here, I might as well do this one too. I am skeptical with how much this paste actually helps. Like it seems like there's a lot of inefficiencies in here that could be improved. But given the fact that it is the way it is, makes me wonder how much it even matters, you know? Like there's obvious, it's obvious where they took shortcuts as far as cooling this thing goes. So the question I'm asking is, are those shortcuts because heat didn't matter, or are those shortcuts because it was just significantly cheaper to do this way? And I can't, in this case, it's probably a little of column A and a little of column B. So it probably doesn't make sense to put a lot of effort into fixing it. Oh, that's gross, but I guess it doesn't have to be perfect. It's a little phallic looking, isn't it? What did Nintendo mean by this? That is not entirely unlike clay. Oh, you know what? Before I get carried away with this part, we should test it, huh? Because, oh my god, did I just destroy this ribbon cable by accident? I got caught on the battery connector and I sent the battery connector home. I think I got lucky. We'll find out. I'm gonna catch up on chat. Hang on. I'm sorry. I'm doing a terrible job of keeping up on chat. Like, half the reason I do a live stream is so I can interact with you guys. And then I don't do that. Yeah, well, whatever. Deal with it. I don't think that was seated properly before, because that feels significantly better. Oh. That seems like a problem. Maybe it'll break in, or when I have the whole console assembled, it'll be less egregious. It's not bad, it's just not great. But everything is working, so I think we're good to go to finish the assembly. How many screws I have left? Okay, I think we're good. You can go back in the hole later. You too. Gotta clean this thing. I think I'm doing good. I don't see any thermal paste yet. I don't want to jinx it, but it should be all under this shield, so we should be good. All right. The fact that I have to dump this out is actually disgusting. I'm kind of tempted to just end the stream here so I can clean this part properly. This is by far the most disgusting part, and I don't understand how. No, we don't want that. We want... I think the toothbrush is going to be the best tool for this. Right? No, I'm not eating the crumbs. I will send this to you if you want to eat the crumbs. Nay, I'll send this to you if you stream yourself eating the crumbs. Like, the whole fucking Switch. You can keep it afterwards. I'm 45 bucks deep into this thing. The console was 30 bucks. The sticks were 10. And the buttons were 5, so... I think that's a reasonable price to pay for watching Riot eat mystery crumbs. What's impressive is, like, the grill is fucked up, too. I don't know how that happened. I didn't do that. I didn't intentionally do that. Yeah, guys, this needs soap and water. Good news is we don't need it. Just makes it difficult to adjust the volume and turn it on and off without it. I don't want to download the multiplayer. I'm not playing multiplayer. I'm playing single player. Hence why there's no internet connection. Just let me start the game. Okay. All right. Now we're going to try out the worst game to ever get ported to the Switch. Not to say that Doom is a bad game. It's just really bad on this. Let's see if these sticks have made any difference whatsoever. If I can make it outside the building that this game starts in, I will consider that a great success. If I get to that last room and start getting bored, I will consider that situation normal. If I don't get that far, then I might as well have not even fixed this thing because I couldn't get past the first enemy without the sticks. Because, you know, it's a shooter, and if you can't aim... Oh, you know what? Let's give it a fair chance, though. Let's give it a fair shake. I'll pull my little stick toppers off my other Switch. I'm making my sticks just a little bit taller. It's going to give me just a little bit extra movement, which should amount to just a little bit more precision. Hopefully. Probably not, but hopefully. Oh, I forgot to check. Calibrate motion controls. Okay. That wasn't working either. Hopefully that's all it needed. Oh my god, I can aim. Oh my god. Can't aim very well. Oh my god, I'm stuck. I fucked up. That is significantly better than before.
We have to contain this.
Wow, it's so spooky. So scared. I think we can kill these. That'll probably make the screen a little bit less hard to see. If it looks blurry, that's because it's blurry. I think this game runs at very low resolution on this console. Which, I mean, it's fine. It runs shockingly well, aside from the awful sticks.
Welcome. I'm Dr. Samuel Hayden. I'm the head of this facility. I think we can work together and resolve this problem in a way.
And resolve this problem. Yeah, fuck that guy. if I remember correctly, let me double check that they're actually enabled. Yeah, motion controls are on. I thought you didn't get them until you were holding the aim button, but the fact that it's not doing it makes me wonder if that's not even working. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
You know what? I'm not having a bad time. I would argue this is a better experience than what I remember on... this is one of the first games I played on the Switch. I'm having much less of a bad time than I did in 2017 when I bought this. I mean, he says as he's clearly getting his ass handed to him on one of the lowest difficulties. But I swear I'm better at shooters than this appears. I need to melee these guys so I can get ammo.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
I don't remember how we swap weapons. Unless I'm just... that shotgun's just dead now. I don't know.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
That was bullshit. I shot him like 6 times. I'm not gonna keep playing this. This is awful. I'm not having a good time. But not due to the sticks. They're a lot better than I remember. Actually, I totally should have continued playing because I need to pair this. This might already be paired. This is already paired. Ha! This is a bad example because this thing also needs new sticks, which I'll do a we'll do a video on that later or something. Maybe another stream. Oh god, now I gotta wait for it to load again. That was a mistake. I want to see if motion controls are working. That's all I want to check. Because I swear, you just hold this button and then it should enable motion controls, but it wasn't doing that in handheld mode. I don't even know if motion controls work on this controller either. This was in my parts pile. Yeah, as you can tell, we're not going to get very far. Because this thing needs new sticks. Okay. Let's try that again with a working controller. Be right back. It is. Another Pro controller. But this one actually works. Wow, look at that. And I have no motion controls. What the hell? I don't even have a motion control option. What is this game? I'm so confused. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It's beyond the scope of this. I don't know. I love these stupid little systems, but this is just ridiculous. Let me, just for the sake of comparison, I've got, oops, I guess that button works. I've got another Switch here. I'm going to briefly try playing this game and see if it's as horrible of an experience, because this thing is totally stock Switch sticks. Oh Christ! It better be a quick update. If it's a quick update, I probably never played this on this console. All right, whatever. That's a quick update. We're gonna try it. So far, my impression on these sticks is very positive, though. I'll cop to that. Way better than the Xbox One controller I did. Oh no. Okay. But the problem I had with the Xbox One controller was like the stick. Like you see, there's this amount of travel. You can bring it full travel all the way over to the right. You know, until it hits the edge, until it hits a hard wall. That's a linear amount of travel. So what I mean to say is you move it halfway, it registers halfway. You move it 100%, it registers 100%. The problem I had with the Xbox 360 sticks was you'd move it about 60% of the way and it would measure 100% of the distance. So the remaining 40% of the travel was just like useless. It didn't do anything. And there's no way to calibrate that out in hard. What the actual fuck is on my console? That's disgusting. This is what I get for leaving my stuff out and letting my cat just. All right, I was talking shit about not washing your hands before touching consoles. People who live in glass houses. In my defense, though, I can't train my cat to not sneeze on my fucking console or whatever the hell this is. I genuinely don't know what that is. That's gross. That's fine. Go, go, go! Oh my God. I hate this fucking game so much. Who actually plays this on Switch and like plays the multiplayer? It just, everything about that sounds like the worst possible experience. I can barely play through the campaign on whatever the default difficulty is. And like, it has nothing to do with the difficulty. I just can't hit a single fucking thing. Oh my god, it takes so fucking long. Go, go, go. Oh my god, it's still doing it. Did it turn airplane mode off? No. So what the fuck is it doing? It takes so long only to get to another screen where we wait for it to do something. And then I'm going to hit campaign. And then we're going to wait again for it to do something. But I swear, I just want to compare the sticks back to back. Like, oh, the thing moved. Now we have that one. I think it's someone's dinner time. Oh, see, look, now I have a multiplayer option because I let it actually download on this console. Hurt Me Plenty, that's what I was playing on. We're gonna hit the same one. So we had, what, like 4 unskippable splash screens, 1 load screen, a second load screen. Now we're on load screen number 3. If anyone out there actually likes this game on the Switch, I would suggest seeking professional help. And yeah, I know, I literally just said glass houses, stone throwing, blah, blah, blah. But in my defense, this was $12. And there was no time to think. It was, I either buy it for $12 now or potentially $60 later. So $12 now seemed like a good deal. It wasn't, but I guess I've used it more for testing sticks than anything else. It's useful for that. Yeah, no, I know. I'm not... I know it plays better with mouse and keyboard. I play PC games on PC. I play games on PC specifically so I can use mouse and keyboard for controls. Like, my main thing is shooters. I have hundreds of hours in Fallout and Cyberpunk and shit like that. I know. That's why I'm especially bad at this. None of the thousands of hours I've put into those types of games, none of that muscle memory is doing me any favors right now. Now I have a totally different set of options. Motion aiming, that's what we want. That's not right, though. I thought there was. That's weird. Not that it's fucking helping. Alright, I'm turning that back off just because I didn't use it on the other one. That's a bad comparison, even though it makes the game so much better. Turn aim assist on. Because that was on the other one. You know, it pains me to turn on aim assist. I just want you guys to know. Something, gotta do what you gotta do. But I had it on for the other one, so it needs to be on here too.
We have to contain this.
Unskippable.
Cannot determine the cause of the demonic invasion until the Reassembly satellite is brought back online.
Welcome. I'm Dr. Samuel Hayden. I'm the head of this facility.
I'm Dr. Samuel
I think we
Hayden.
can work
I'm the head
together
of this
and
facility.
resolve this problem in a
I
way
think we
that
can work together to resolve this situation in a way that benefits the both of us. There's a guy I walked by. There he is. You know what? Doing these two side by side, I honestly think the new sticks are a little bit better. I genuinely didn't expect to think that. I feel like there's a little bit more. Come on. That I'm not having such a hard time aiming. Like, don't get me wrong. It's awful on both consoles, but I feel like it's slightly better on that one. Just ever so slightly.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
Jesus.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
Oh, there's ammo up here. I could have used that last time. Even with aim assist, I can't hit a goddamn thing. Where the fuck is it?
Demonic presence
There it is.
on safe level. Lockdown disengaged.
Wow.
Demonic presence eliminated. Lockdown disengaged.
I don't know. Looking at them side by side, they really seem like they're pretty much identical. In the game, these ones maybe feel a little bit better, but in all fairness, my direct comparison is with these, which feel awful, and I don't have any stick toppers for these because they're bigger for whatever reason. But I don't know. I tried Doom on this thing, and frankly, it's a better experience on one of these two. The sticks are just that bad. Well, no, I don't know if it's the sticks that are that bad, but the toppers make enough of a difference on these consoles that I'd rather play the game on the console that I have the topper for. I don't know. Revealing my power level, aren't I? I think it's good. I'll throw a link to the specific ones that I got. I'll put it in the description after the video. I gotta go dig that out of my purchase history. If you want them, I mean, I don't know. I genuinely just searched Hall Effect joystick, or Joy-Con Hall Effect, those two phrases on AliExpress, and just picked one that was relatively cheap and not a 50-pack and so on. And I got those, and yeah, they're fine. I don't. At the same time, though, like, it really does feel pretty much the same, which can be a good thing, I guess. I don't know. That's hard to say, because on one hand, it works the same and it feels the same, but it's more expensive. So if it's the same, why pay more? But on the other hand, I totally get the merits behind Hall Effect. But then, you know, back to the first hand once again, me personally, I've never killed one of these sticks. I've had consoles with bad sticks. I mean, you just spent the last couple hours watching me fix that on this thing, but I didn't break this. I bought it broken and fixed it. I don't know that it's worth paying the extra for something that works basically the same. That being said, if for whatever reason you refuse to listen to reason and think that somehow magnets are going to solve the mechanical fallibility of these small intricate parts, then sure, be my guest. In theory, you know, the carbon contacts in this thing are going to wear out quicker than the mechanical bits, but that's never been my actual experience. I mean, unless you drop the console or let a small child/animal gnaw on the damn thing, the sticks are reasonably durable. Like, I still have the original sticks in my 2017 launch model Switch. Still works fine. But at the same time, I also don't really use the sticks. I don't know. I play with this thing. I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm not going to say don't buy them, but if they're twice as much money for the same feel and the same performance, like, that's just a waste of money. I don't know. You do you. You know who you are. I feel really weird about how there's no motion control option on this thing. I'm going to try it one more time. It's entirely possible that motion control was patched in later, and the fact that I keep not patching this thing could be part of the problem. I'm gonna try it one more time. Oh my God. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. I don't know. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm ending the stream though. So this is the part where I'm just waffling around. I think I should even bother removing these things or just leave them installed. I think I'm just going to leave them installed. I will remove these though. Otherwise, they will end up in the sewer, and that's a terrible idea. These new buttons are a different shape than the original. It's not bothering me, but I'm not sure if that's gonna remain true. Like, they're very flat and they have very hard edges. I'll show you a hard edge. Yeah, that's wild. There's just motion controls. Oh, it says right down here in the smallest fucking text, toggle motion control on the Joy-Con R in non-handheld mode. So, problem is, the Switch Lite didn't exist when this game came out. So it knows that I'm playing in handheld mode, but it thinks I'm playing on an original Switch, and it thinks that waving your whole Switch around is probably a terrible experience, which, in their defense, it probably is. But that's the only way to use motion controls on a Switch Lite, so I think the solution is to put this thing online and patch my game, but we're on version 18 of the software. The current version is 20-something. I have another console right here. I could just look. 20.1.1. So, I mean, at least they're cumulative. It's only one update, but then we got to update the system, then we got to update Doom, then we got to let it download multiplayer because you can't update it without doing the other thing too, which just Awful game. Awful game. The fact that I have to go through a stupid fucking questionnaire every time, too, does not endear me to the thing. We're gonna flip it over. Oh, never mind. Already verified. I hadn't heard or seen the fan once, so I wanted to make sure it was working, but it's working. Three-hour minimum. We're at 139 minutes. I don't think we're gonna hit 3 hours, Marshall. I think that's 139. Yeah, 139 minutes. So, what, we need another 40-ish minutes? I don't think that's happening. I mean, I could just, like, walk away from the desk and start cleaning the back plate. That'd be funny. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna go clean the back plate. Stick around or not, there's nothing left. I'll see you in, like, 20 minutes. The boy wants dinner. All right, accidentally broke it. That didn't take 20 minutes. That took 3 minutes. But it's now no longer gross. It's just wet, and I can't install a wet part. So, I mean, I can. Just don't think I should. This is awful. I don't know how to clean this thing. Oh, accidentally broke it. I got a little overzealous cleaning it, and I snapped the plastic right here. I mean, it's not like this thing is a paragon of... It's still really beat to shit. So, no great harm done, but still feels bad. While we're waiting for this thing to be reasonably dry, should I whip out the Game Boys? Is that what Marshall's telling me? I live in a desert climate, so it's really not going to take that long for this thing to finish drying. Because, like, I've got a really cool Game Boy that I've been wanting to do something. Like, I want to show it off because it's cool, but, like, I don't really have any content planned, and it feels weird to just, like, hey guys, look at this cool thing I made for reasons. Is that right? I guess so. What else am I going to talk about? Yeah, that was a good point. Actually, the inside of this thing is, like, basically dry at this point, so we'll talk about it briefly, and then we'll actually finish Disassembly. Oh yeah, it's still working. It's what I expected. So I'm in a Game Boy Advance, but the cool thing about this Game Boy Advance, well, before I get to that, let me just go ahead and let's just do this. What's on my... Yeah, let's play this. I like this. That's just ridiculous. Oh, I didn't want that world. Or that save. I don't know this level, so I'm just gonna embarrass myself. I only know the first few levels. Oh no! I wanted the coin, but I didn't get the coin. Because I fucked up. Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, it's a GBA. It does GBA things. What's special about this GBA? It's very thin. That's it. That's all there is. It's a GBA. It's not a emulator or anything. Oh! It's got a laminated screen. It's got one of the Cloud Game Store screen kits in it. Pretty good. I don't have my save on here, so I have to do all the training. Ugh, that's so awful. I want to do the training. I don't even remember how to play this game. The training's probably a good idea. Yeah. Ta-da. It's a 3D print right now. I just haven't gotten around to getting it machined. And now that is completely dry. Oh, I fucked up. The power switch is not seated properly. Here we go. That's not right. Something's not right. Something's fucky. I think I did this on the wrong side. I'm supposed to do top then bottom, not bottom then top. That actually makes sense with how it's supposed to clear the headphone jack. I can't even get it off now. Which I hear is a common problem. Happens to many people. There we go. Is it really all those? Yeah. Yeah. Why don't I do the proper thing and put the bits that I'm not using away, so I don't lose them again? Who would be so foolish to just lose their bits in his own home? Not me, that would just be ridiculous. What? Don't give me that, you have food. He doesn't want the dry food, he wants the wet food. Because he's a spoiled little baby. Wow, you know, that feels a lot better with the back plate on. Maybe they should chip the consoles like that, huh?
Demonic presence at unsafe level. Lockdown in effect. Demonic presence at unsafe level. Lockdown in effect.
I can't believe I hit that. Yeah, I was more expecting it to go like that. Oh my god! There's more of them. Where are they coming from? Yeah, that's awful. There we go. Hall effect sticks. And me trying to fill... What are we at? We're at 156. So what? That was not even 20 minutes. And somehow I expected it to take 40. I don't think that's happening. This thing supports 12 players simultaneously? There's no fucking way. I might actually have to try that. That sounds awful. I guess because I'm literally waffling, and I already told you guys to stop watching 20 minutes ago, and yet there's still 18 of you with nothing better to do. How about this neat little slip cover for my slate? It's a good size. I like it. I got it on Etsy. It's for it's supposed to be for a Game Boy Color, but well, they didn't offer Game Boy Pocket sizes, and I figured that was close enough. It's a little tall, but I guess it works out. 'Cause, yeah. Nice little slip cover. It's good. I like it. Would recommend. Nice and comfy. I still have the listing open. I'm just gonna... Just gonna dump that right there. Fantastic. Would recommend. Pigalope. There we go. Had the page open in front of me and couldn't figure it out. Yeah, good little cover. Like it. Would recommend. Kind of makes me want to take up crocheting, make things like this myself. But I like it. Good little cover. Throw it in a bag. It's great. Hey Riot, shut up. I just saw your comment. I'll have you know it lasts more than 12 minutes. It's like 2 hours max, but that's more than 12 minutes. And you charge it like an Apple mouse. It's very well designed. The original prototype, the original one, I used this battery because it was literally the only thing that I had that fit. And 10 years ago when I bought it, this was 180 milliamp hours. This thing lasts like not even 5 minutes. In fact, I'm surprised it didn't blow up. Not recommended whatsoever. Now I think it has like 1,000 milliamp hours in it. That's about as much as I could fit. But you know, five times bigger is but it's a feature. It acts as a display stand. All right, guys. At this point, I think we're actually done. Like I've been done, but now like it's just getting ridiculous. Now I'm just sitting here and playing with bullshit on my desk. I just found a screw. I don't know what it goes to. I wish that didn't happen as frequently as it does. I'll put my shit away. As soon as I'm done putting my shit away, I'm actually ending the stream this time. All right, well that didn't really take long. I don't have a lot of shit to put away. I guess I gotta put these buttons away. I kind of feel weird saving them because, like, I don't know what I'll ever use them for. Like, they're disgusting, right? But I can't bring myself to throw away perfectly good parts that are disgusting, but are salvageable. Especially when I can just throw them in the bin and forget about it for another 6 years. I'm not saving these things. There's 0 point in saving those. Oh look, there's another little baby battery. I didn't even use 2 of them. I just used the one. I didn't need the other screwdriver either. Go put my game away. Zephon, however you say your name, or however you intend people to say your name. I know you're being facetious. It's nice to hoard things for a rainy day, you know. I know you're being facetious. But I just want to say, I'm really proud of myself for doing this. I went through my office and found 2 bins full of shit that I'm getting rid of. Like, I just, stuff that I have, you know, stuff that I've collected for other hobbies, and just forgot that I had. Totally forgot that I had. So, like, if I didn't even know I had it, what was the point of hanging on to it, you know? Literally never going to use it. So I got 2 bins full of junk. They're all mechanical keyboard parts, or entire keyboards, as it may be. I got a plan. See, there's a keyboard meet that happens semi-regularly. I guess they do it every month in an adjacent town. So I can drive up there, just bring my bins full of shit and give it out. I make keyboard nerds happy. I make myself happy. It's a win-win, right? I get rid of shit that I'm literally never going to use and give it to someone who can hoard it for another 5 years in their junk bin. It'll be great. Or they can, you know, heaven forbid, actually use that stuff, which, that's just ridiculous. Who would do that? But yeah, it's going to be great. I'm getting rid of things. I'm cleaning up. I'm cleaning house. And on that note, I've still got these other joysticks. These are supposed to be for Switch Pro this time. So I'm excited to get the Switch Pro controllers fixed. Oh, and I got rid of some Game Boys for once. Yeah, I forgot about that. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, I got some brand new sticks. Allegedly, these are Hall Effect sticks. These will go in the Switch Pro controllers, not this one, but this one. I think it's this one. Yeah. And this one, you can see that stick is not supposed to do that, but we'll investigate that later. Yeah, definitely that controller. It'll be great. It'll be a fun time. Should I stream that one too, or do a regular video? I'm leaning towards streaming, because if I do a regular video, I'm gonna end up putting it off and then just like not doing it. As evidence from my very, very packed upload schedule lately, that has been a reoccurring habit of mine where I just don't make videos anymore. So yeah, maybe I'll do another stream. I mean, I've already got the parts, obviously, so the only thing we're waiting on is me. I don't know. Maybe this weekend, maybe later this week, maybe next week, maybe next month. Who knows? We'll figure it out together. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not retiring. I'm not quitting. Though obviously I am going to upload significantly less frequently than I have been. I make no promises. You'll get a video when you get a video, and that's it. There hasn't been anything interesting in the Game Boy scene in the past 2 years. Like, I'm surprised. When I started this shit out, I was uploading a video every 3 days or more. I have over 450 videos on my channel. I have no idea how the hell that happened. That's just wild to me. Like, how is there that much Game Boy related anything that I could make content around? That's just, like, maybe 20 of those videos are not Game Boy related. Maybe. But the rest, god damn. So yeah, it's no wonder that I kind of ran out of content to work on, and you know, it is what it is. Obviously I'm still doing things, but yeah, we'll figure it out together. It'll be an adventure. But anyway, thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for watching the stream. thanks for being cool, and you know, make sure to hydrate, sit up straight, shrimp looking motherfucker, and catch you all next time. Peace.